Let me tell you something that is going to completely change how you think about attraction. Every man who has ever tried to figure out what to say to a woman, what line to use, what topic to bring up, what joke to make, has already missed the point. Because the most attractive thing about a man has almost nothing to do with his words. It is the way he moves, the way he carries himself, the habits he has built quietly, without an audience, when nobody is watching. And those habits speak louder than anything that comes out of his mouth. Stay until the end of this video, because the last thing I share is the one that ties everything together, and most men never even think about it. Let us get into it. This goes so much deeper than most people realize. Smell is the only sense directly connected to the part of the brain that processes memory and emotion. That is not an opinion. That is biology. Think about it. A smell can take you back to a specific moment, a specific person, a specific feeling, instantly. No thinking required. It just hits. So when you consistently wear the same signature scent, something remarkable starts happening. A woman begins to associate that smell with you, with how she feels around you. And the next time she catches that scent somewhere, a store, a passing stranger, anywhere, her brain does not think your name. It feels you. The memory is emotional, not logical. You do not have to say a single word. You simply become familiar in the most powerful way possible. And familiarity creates comfort. Comfort creates connection. Connection creates attraction. Drop a comment right now and tell me, do you think a man's scent is more attractive than his looks? I want to see this community debate that. This is not about fashion. This is not about expensive clothing or following trends. This is about something much simpler and much more powerful. It is about self-respect made visible. When your clothes fit properly, when they are clean, when your overall appearance looks intentional rather than accidental, it sends a signal. Not to her logical mind. To her gut. Her gut says, this man takes care of himself. This man can probably handle life. Most men fall into one of two traps. They either try so hard that it looks desperate, or they put in zero effort and wonder why they are invisible. The man who wins sits right in the middle. He looks put together without looking like he is trying to impress anyone. That balance is incredibly attractive. And if you are finding value in what we are breaking down here, go ahead and hit that like button right now. It genuinely helps this channel reach more men who need to hear this. Speed is emotional. Read that again. When you talk fast, you sound nervous. You sound like someone who is afraid of running out of time, afraid she will lose interest, afraid of silence. And that energy is contagious. She catches it and suddenly the whole interaction feels tense. But when you slow down just slightly, something shifts. Your words carry more weight. Your voice sounds deeper and more grounded. She feels calmer just standing next to you. And a woman who feels calm around you is a woman who wants to keep being around you. You do not need better words. You need to slow down the words you already have. Not the performative smile. Not the trying to be charming smile. Not the I'm hoping she likes me smile. Just the real one. The one that happens naturally when something is genuinely funny or interesting or unexpected. That kind of smile tells her everything without saying anything. It says I am comfortable here. I am not performing for you. I am not nervous. I am just a man who is completely at ease in his own skin. Ease is one of the most attractive qualities a human being can have. And you cannot fake it. Which means the only way to have it is to actually work on being more comfortable with yourself. That is the real habit underneath all of this. If this is already hitting differently than content you have seen elsewhere, make sure you subscribe to Human Desires right now. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss what we put out. This is what we do here. Real psychology, real dynamics, no fluff. Here is something most men will never admit. They are not listening during conversations. They are waiting. Waiting for a gap so they can say the next thing they have already prepared in their head. She can feel that. Women always can. But when you listen fully, when you let her finish without interrupting, without jumping to fix something, without steering the conversation back to yourself, she feels something rare. She feels understood. And feeling understood is one of the deepest emotional needs a human being has. The man who makes a woman feel truly heard becomes someone she cannot stop thinking about. Not because he is the most attractive man in the room. Because he made her feel seen in a room full of people who never bothered. Drop a comment below and tell me honestly. When was the last time someone made you feel truly listened to? Because most people have to think hard about that answer. Not in an intense, staring her down kind of way. In a present, I am actually here with you kind of way. When you look at her while she talks, not at your phone, not at the room, not at the floor, you send a message more powerful than any compliment you could ever give her. You tell her she is worth your full attention. And people are naturally, almost magnetically drawn to those who make them feel important. It is one of the simplest and most overlooked tools in human connection. and it costs you absolutely nothing. This is the one that separates men who are truly grounded from men who are still secretly seeking approval from everyone around them. When you over-explain yourself, when you justify every decision, when you add sentence after sentence hoping she will agree with you, you are signaling one thing. You are not sure of yourself. And uncertainty is not attractive. But when you say exactly what you think, clearly and directly, and then you simply stop talking, you signal something completely different. You signal that you do not need her to validate what you just said. You are not waiting to see if she approves. You said it because you meant it. Full stop. That kind of stability feels safe. And safe, in the deepest psychological sense, is one of the most attractive things a woman can feel around a man. If you have made it this far, go ahead and subscribe to Human Desires if you have not already. And like this video because it tells us you want more of this kind of content and we will keep delivering it. Here is the truth that ties all of this together. Attraction is not something you perform. It is something you become. When these things stop being techniques and start being your natural way of existing in the world, you stop chasing attraction altogether. It starts finding you. The man who smells like someone worth remembering, who looks like he respects himself, who speaks slowly and listens deeply, who is present and grounded and clear, that man does not need lines. He does not need strategies. He just needs to show up. And women feel it before he even opens his mouth. Now you know the habits that quietly build attraction. But there is another side to this. There are mistakes men make every single day that undo all of this work instantly. And most men have no idea they are even making them. We are covering exactly that in the next video on Human Desires. Make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss it. See you there.